Yo, what is up? What is good? Welcome to the channel. Hope y'all have a great day. Remember, if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe. We're posting videos every week and you don't want to miss it. Now today, I am training like a top 10 pickleball pro. Now, what do you mean by that? Because I am nowhere near that pro caliber level. Today on the channel, I'm bringing on Michael Loyd, PPA touring pro, top 10 in men's singles. If you know my background, I love playing singles. So why wouldn't I want to pick the brain of a current athlete that's rising in those ranks? You know, what does he do? What does he do on a day-to-day basis to make sure that he's ready and always prepared to go up against whatever may be, week in and week out? For the rest of this video, after we pick his brain, I'm gonna go tomorrow morning and go through everything that he does in 24 hours. Let's just jump on this call with him. All right, y'all, so right now we are going to jump on a phone call, on a video call with Michael Loyd. I'm setting up this video for for this Friday, where I'm gonna do everything that he does in 24 hours, just like a touring pro would do. So let's get this man let's get this man on the line. I think he said 3. I think Central Time is 1 hour difference, right? Well, we'll find out. Well, that's embarrassing. Hopefully he calls back soon. All right, y'all, Michael. I thought Michael was gonna leave me on red. I was like, damn, he ghosted me off the rip. Everybody, welcome to the channel. Michael Loyd. Michael, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me, man.
No, of course. I first found you during the Tuesday night leagues when you played for the Peoria Pythons.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at I'm looking at this guy back then. I was like, damn, he is ripping that ball heavily. And then once I feel like the Tuesday night league ended, your name just started popping up everywhere. Like you just started rising up through those ranks.
Yeah. I think it was like a great platform. Shout out to everybody out there. Jigsaw Health, they all kind of were wrapped up in that. So yeah, thanks to them, and it was definitely a huge platform for a lot of us.
I feel like a lot of those Tuesday night players, like I see them all over PPA or APP, and they're everywhere right now. I said it numerous times on numerous videos that I've done that the Tuesday night league has a better production value than a lot of other leagues at that time, and then I think it showcased what Arizona had to offer.
Yeah, it was crazy special. I think to have that many people in the same area that are all coming up at the same time. Obviously, you know, there's other spots in the US that have like established pros that like people have all moved to, but we were kind of all just there at the right time, kind of coming up together. So it was really cool.
No, I love that. So before we get into the video, so what we're doing today, guys, is I'm gonna train just like Michael does in 24 hours. So whatever time he wakes up, whatever my boy eats, we're gonna do that in 24 hours, right? But before we get into that, tell us a little bit about your pickleball background.
Yeah, so I found pickleball like during the pandemic, just something to do. I was still playing college tennis at the time, so I found it in 2020. Probably didn't really seriously pick up a paddle until 2022, and that's when I sort of went all in. I was also working for a racket sport company with Head, so it just worked out really nicely with them, needing somebody in the pickleball space and me being super interested in it. But yeah, 2022 was when I really started diving in. I think October was my first pro tournament, and then I just kind of fell in love with it from that. Ever since then, I've been playing tournaments, and then I think I went pro at the end of 2023, full-time, just full send, and I've been really fortunate with a lot of good sponsors, Stack, Head, Pickler, Round Rock. A lot of people along the way have been great to me, and I'm really, really fortunate.
I think that's one of the coolest things about you also is like, obviously you're still rising, like you're still growing your stock. You stuck with basically like the same pals. Like there's some pros I know that once they start getting a little bit of notoriety, they switch up quick. But like you stayed loyal to the team, whatever. Like those sponsors, I think that's one of the favorite things about you.
Yeah, I mean, I've got really good people behind the brand, so it makes it easy. Yeah, this is like my third year now playing with the Head products. Second year playing with Stack as my clothing. So I just like the people behind the brands. I've always been a guy that like turn down some sponsorships if I did like the people, like the product, whatever. I want to be able to push it wholeheartedly. And so for me, it's just falling in the right place and hopefully get to keep going for years and years.
No, I love that, man. Yo, congrats on the success. Can't wait to see what you do next. So we got to get into it, all right? You're a top 10 singles player, right? That's
for sure.
That's being a top 10 singles player, because like when I try these tournaments, I play singles, but obviously on the amateur circuit. So in my mind, I was like this: what does a top 10 player do to get ready for these tournaments, to be prepared, to get their mindset ready day in and day out? So what's a 24 hours look like for you?
Yeah, so I definitely split up my week between like singles and doubles, but if we're going through like a regular singles day, normally I'm waking up a little bit earlier before I do my sessions. I like to go like coach some of my clients before, so probably waking up around 7, getting to the courts around 8, teaching for an hour or 2, and then getting into it. Most of my sessions start at about 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And I've been really kind of diving into like single specific practices.
Okay.
So kind of what that'll entail is like I'll start the session off just with like some dinking, warming up, moving up at the kitchen line. And then from there, I'll move back to the baseline kind of right away, and we'll start with Fed ball. A lot of times I'm training singles specifically with like my little brother, Jason. So it's awesome. We're able to just toss balls back and forth.
Did he just make the Ranchers minor league team also? Did I see that?
Yeah.
Congrats.
So he's on the Jupiter 22 team.
Nice.
They won the first one.
Okay.
So cool for him.
Nice. Dude,
the first event.
Yo, the Loyd family stock, man. That thing is just moving.
Yeah. So he's next up for sure.
Love that.
But yeah, so we do a lot of like the baseline Fed ball stuff. Just going in different specific, like today it was, we're going to work on, going to, whenever you're stretched out wide, we're always going cross, just to work on a consistent ball while you're stretched out. And then when you have space, you have the ability to step in and take that line if you want to. So going through those scenarios, then we do like a full basket of serving and return. Both of us go through it. And then just go through really specific like live ball shots. So instead of us just playing just random singles points, we'll dictate where the return and the third is going to go.
Okay.
And just get reps on that. So we'll go through all the iterations, like a backhand cross, a backhand line. Obviously, the guy on the other side is also making sure he's like sticking the ball and stuff like that. But we won't play at the point. We just are really focused on those first 4 shots. To me, singles, 90% of the time, I know the points are getting longer, but still a majority of the points are won within the four shots. So you want to really spend a lot of time on that. And so once we've gone through that, then we'll open it up a little bit at the end of that practice. Instead of going to like full games or anything like that, we'll do open points, but we'll only do like a set number. So depending on how long we've taken to get to the end of the session, a lot of times it's like 10 to 20 points that you're going to play, and our only caveat is the serve has to be made and the return has to be made, and then after that it's good enough. We're gonna take that rep, and we'll do it for each of us going each way, and that's like the first session of the day. After that, I'm normally given lunch. If I have enough time, I prefer to cook, and I say me, it's normally my girlfriend, so shout out to Juliet.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I mean, it's normally just something super simple, like a ground turkey bowl with like eggs, rice, beans, just super clean.
I feel like that's like a go-to athlete meal, like a turkey bowl. Like it's quick, it's easy, and it's filling.
Exactly. It hits everything you need. Super easy to make. When Jules isn't there to make it, I can make it for myself.
I love that.
It's easy enough. And then if I'm lazy, honestly, I hit up Chick-fil-A like way too much. I'm like the top rewards member.
I do.
The platform.
My guilty pleasures are Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Bole.
Lunch. If I have a little time, I'm probably like maybe grab like 30 minutes to watch a Netflix show or something like that, and then I'll head back to the courts. Normally my second session is 2 to 4-ish. And if it's a singles day, then I'll go ahead and do another singles practice, but this one will just be like pure gameplay. A lot of times I'm playing with either Naveen Beasley or Carl Hilliard. Those are like some of my buds out here that I play a lot of singles with, top players as well. So can just give me really, really good practice, good reps. And it's great because they both play different ways. Carl's a lefty that prefers, big serve and coming to the net. And Naveen is like more of an all-quarter that like can hit a passing shot from any part of the court and likes to stay back a little bit more. So it's good for me to have like two really solid guys like that I have completely different game styles for. But yeah, so that'll be like 2 to 4. We'll really just do like a quick little warm up and then get into gameplay right away. Normally trying to get about like 10 to 12 games in. We'll just like go. I mean, the idea there is like just making sure you're not resting too much. You want it to be like realistic and
you want having that heart rate up. That's what I was like about to say. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean that's it for the pickle.
What about? Is there any off-court training that you do, whether it be in the gym or things like that?
I was gonna say, yeah. So I work out about 2 to 3 times a week, depending on if I'm on the road or not. If I'm able to get everything in, I'd like to do 3 sessions. I work with my guy Ty Woody out in Arizona, and so he just sends me like some online stuff. It's really focused on a lot of like mobility work and like strength in specific spots. So not just me like pumping out like a ton of bench reps or anything like that. It's really geared to like pickleball specific movements. So it's a lot of like, you know, hey, you're in a lateral lunge and we're going to have you like doing band work in that specific spot, or maybe it's a kettlebell lift or whatever it needs to be. But it's a lot of like mobility and agility based things in specific pickleball areas. So I've been working with him for about like 1.5 years now. It's been great. I feel a lot better on court, a lot quicker. It's led to improved flexibility, which I think is a really big piece of it. And not just being flexible, but being strong in those areas as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's really important, I think, in pickleball. Like, we spend so much time, especially in singles, like moving laterally, and you're in compromised positions, and it's about like, how can I still be balanced in that compromised position and getting the power that I need to. And a lot of it comes from, you know, spending time in the gym and doing a lot of specific things. I honestly do not do a ton of cardio, just because most of my cardio is coming from the sessions themselves. Like when we're feeding baskets and stuff like that, we're going to the point of fatigue, right?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Like, a lot of my off-court stuff is more in that specific realm. I also, I normally do like 2 sessions of that with Ty Woody throughout the week, and then I do like a 3rd session, which is this Wired ATX. So shout out to them. They're company. But what they do specifically is like it's this crazy stuff. I won't explain it as well as they could. But basically, you take like these like next level stem machines, you hook them up to your body, and you're doing like specific pickleball workout movements in those spaces, and it's like you're fighting your muscles while they're like pulsing.
While they're pulsing,
prevent them from pulsing while you're doing all this like strength work, and it's crazy because you don't need really any weights. Sometimes I have some light weights, but not a lot, and just work with them like once a week now, and it's been great. I have like had a lot of issues like come up just sporadically throughout like playing, nothing crazy, but just like like plantar fasciitis or whatever, and I'll go to them and do specific stuff, and it's like gone that day, good to go.
Nice.
But yeah, they're great. So if I don't know if you have anything like that.
We do. It's something I've always thought about. There's always something I thought about trying to do, but my mind is like this. Like I'm an old gym head. Like I'll go to the gym. Like I'll do like the traditional lifting. Since I started playing pickleball more, like when I was playing basketball, I was doing all the agility stuff. When basketball ended for me, I was like, all right, we're just gonna do gym stuff. Now pickleball's in the picture. I was like, all right, Ryan, let's be a little more flexible. All right, like being able to lift heavy doesn't do much. Doesn't really transfer much for me on the court. Yeah.
So I mean, I would definitely advise that. Like that's great. It's been so good using those two as like a frame of reference. Sometimes I'll do them in the same day, but it's tough. So if you're gonna go try that for the first time, I would say just do that. Don't do the gym session as well.
Michael, this is your video. I'm doing 24 hours of what you would do, so I'm doing this.
Okay. Then you gotta full send it and do both on the same day. I've done it. I don't do it all the time. But it's really tough. And so and that'll be all the pickleball, all the on-court, off-court stuff. And then after that, I probably still go into the pickleball court again. I like to hang out, and a lot of my friends play, my girlfriend plays, so like I'll go hang out with her, whether I'm just watching her play open play and hanging out, or maybe I jump in, play some games with them, and just have fun. So that's pretty much the 24 hours. After that, come home, I'm probably going to eat the same turkey bowl again.
Yeah, absolutely. It still stays good. It still stays good.
Yeah, exactly. So it's great. And I normally just make like 2-3 servings at once and just eat that over the next day and a half.
Yep.
And then I'm normally trying to get to bed around, like, if I'm going to wake up again 7 the next day, then I'm trying to get to bed around 10. I'm pretty good about, like, getting the 8 to 9 hours of sleep.
Okay.
Like, I will sleep, like, as much as I can if I can.
That's where I need to improve the most is my sleep, because like I'll go to sleep late and I'll still wake up early and I'll still feel fine, but I'll feel like throughout the day I was like, it's like, oh, an extra 2 hours would have been good right now.
For sure. Yeah, you get to that second session of the day, and that's where I feel like it makes the biggest difference.
But yeah,
I can for sure like wake up and do like the first half, but it's like once you hit the afternoon, do I have that second gear?
Especially once you're eating lunch, that food settling, and like you watch a 30-minute Netflix show, it's like, man, I am in relax mode.
yeah. So that's good. But yeah, I mean, that's the typical day. I'm normally doing, like probably pretty solid, like 6 days of pickleball.
Okay.
And taking that Sunday off to rest.
Yeah.
Of course, like you're out of tournament and you're playing on a Sunday. But yeah, that's a day in the life.
I will say, like, the only things that I do that are similar to you, I have the turkey rice bowl.
Okay.
I'll go to the gym, but it's not like pickleball specific movements. Like I'm still like the typical gym bro, chest, back, legs kind of thing. And then I'll play. I don't drill. I do strict rec play. Our set of games at the crib. And the most drilling that I do is like I do a lot of average overs pro videos. And like I'll just pick up tips and tricks from you guys here. I'll take the free game from that. And then I have the earning machine, but do I really want to pull that outside right now? We're in Florida, I'm outside, like I don't want to sweat.
Yeah.
Do I want to take it? Like, believe me, like as an amateur player, I'm giving you all the excuses. That's why I'm not a pro. That's why I'm not a pro.
No, it's like the quickest way to just expedite the whole process.
I know, dude.
Getting into it, dude. When I was first getting into it, I was so strict. I drilled Monday through Friday, and like Friday afternoon was the first rec session of the week, and I was a rec session on Saturday.
Okay.
That was it. Like I only had 2 rec sessions for, I don't even know, like the first year of me like really taking it seriously.
Yeah.
I was so like methodical. On Monday and Wednesday, I trained with the exact same guy, and then Tuesday, Thursday, I trained with the exact same guy, and like I just was like, I don't want any variables. I want to know exactly who I'm playing with.
Yeah.
And just like, let's just get this going. So I basically just locked that in for, probably, about a year. And I got a lot better in that time. And so did everybody else.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I'm a firm believer of that. Like if you're training with the same people, the most like-minded people, you'll see like the stock of all those athletes, they're all rising at the same time. If everyone, like you just said, if you're dialed in and like committed to it, there's no reason why you're not going to progress or get better in it.
Yeah. I mean, that would be like my number one tip too. If I was like talking to people about like, hey, like people are always so concerned about how to drill, what to drill. Yeah. And those things are super important. But I think like the most important thing would be find yourself a good drill partner.
Yeah.
Find somebody that wants to drill a lot, and you guys will figure it out. You can mess up and try different drills that aren't going to work, but as long as you have somebody that's like willing to like, let's do this, it's going to be good. Yeah. You can have the best drills ever and like drill with somebody and they tank and it doesn't even matter.
I feel you on that one. And I always think about it because like, especially when I travel for tournaments, I do like obviously it's all for YouTube. I don't want to travel to a tournament and not come back with a medal, because then in my mind, like that's a wasted trip. Like as an it's coming out of pocket. It's like all right, I just wasted money on a vacation that I didn't want.
Yeah.
So that's what it is for me. So like, luckily, grace of God, like I've been able to medal at each tournament that I've traveled to, and so like, we're gonna leave it at that. I'm like, all right, don't jinx. I don't want to jinx it now because the next time I go to, I want to blow it. But luckily, everything's worked out. Like
follow the regimen, and then we're gonna get to like 5 gold medals every single time.
See, so that's been my thing also. Anytime I medal, I move up to that next one. So like I think the next one, whatever PP, is there an MLP? Is there an MLP going up in Dallas soon? Because I know that they have an.
It's coming up pretty soon.
That's I'm doing 5-0 singles there because I was talking to one of my boys out there, and so I'm gonna do 5-0 singles out there. So like, I've medaled and everything else, so now we're doing 5-0. So I guess I gotta get some drilling in shit. Okay.
Gotta do it.
All right, yo, Michael. Anything else you want to say? Like anything else you want to say to what'll help someone to get better in their sport?
Gosh, man, I'll go deep here, but like, I'd say like find a purpose with everything. I'm like a religious guy, so for me, like having, just being grounded in my faith is a big thing. But whatever you're doing, like do it for a purpose, and you'll go a lot further, a lot faster. So for me, that's faith. For you, it could be something else. But yeah, that would be my last thing.
I love that because I did see your most recent, your first Bible Babble.
Yeah.
I saw.
I'm trying to get it going. That was my first one.
Good.
See who else wants to jump on it with me.
I love that.
It's not going to be just pros. It'll be like,
Yeah.
My first guy was Pickleball Brian, a local influencer.
Yeah.
Here. So we're going to just do anybody connected to the space and just bring them in. So.
No, I love that. Like you said, everyone. I feel like Texas is a big place with a lot of different diversity in people and sports, not just pickleball. I think that's gonna be something great for you. It was awesome to see. It was probably one of the first things. It was awesome to see. Congrats on that. Also, I saw you played against Paul for in singles.
Yeah.
I saw that video. I loved it. I was like, ooh, I would make that mistake too. Ooh, I've done that before. Because right now against pros and singles, I'm 0-13. Bro, I am 0-13. So I always try to put the pressure on the new pros that come on the channel. I was like, hey, don't be that one. Because 1-13, everyone's gonna know who that first person is.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the tough one. I might have to wait until you get that one.
I love that. What's the next? Are you guys coming to Daytona?
Yeah, I'll be in Daytona, so I'm flying out tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
And then San Clemente is the next PPA after that. So
very cool. All right, well, I think I'm gonna be up there in Daytona just to watch a couple of the matches. I'll try to say what's up to you guys. Oh, by the way, also since you are on here, y'all are killing it.
Yeah, the Rangers are great. We're doing well.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things.
Great squad.
Yeah, one of my favorite things about that, y'all look like a team. There are pickleball teams, and then there are pickleball teams. Y'all look like one of those teams. Oh shit! Grant, you guys are running the top, and you see that amongst the top 5 teams. That mesh is there. You guys see each other outside of tournament play. You guys do things together, and then I think that's something awesome to see.
No, 100%. I think we got really good leaders too, within the team. Our captains are Tina and Christian, and so. I mean, it's not just all the fun stuff. It's everything in between. Everybody's calling out each other when they need to do better, and just holding everybody accountable. And it feels like you're a part of something bigger than yourself. So it's really cool to be a part of that.
That is awesome. Other side note: when you from Tuesday Night Pickleball League to where you are now, did you see this happening?
I mean, it was always a vision, right? I think I'm very goal-oriented, and I like to look ahead, and I think I always have a little bit of healthy delusion. I want to aspire to be, way better than what I am, or maybe somebody else could predict that I'll be. So yeah, the goal was always to be in a premier MLP team. I definitely don't take it for granted. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I definitely pinch myself, and I'm like, man, this is really cool. This is special. You don't wake up every single day and remember that, but there's, a lot of times as soon as I have a bad moment, I'm very quickly reminded how cool it is and how blessed I am to be living this life. So I saw it back then, but I still think if I went back and told, 2023 Michael Loyd, what he had in store, he would be stoked beyond belief.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Again, dude, congrats on all the success. Keep it up. Can't wait to see what you do next within the sport, because it's awesome to see. It's really cool to see. It's cool to see people that didn't start within the PPA format stamp their name on the sport. And I think you are 100% one of those players.
Appreciate it, man.
No, of course, dude. I'm gonna leave all of Michael's links down below. YouTube channel, Instagram. YouTube channel, by the way, you recently started that. You're getting some growth on that quickly.
Yeah, we're kicking it off. I'm trying to do a little bit of everything, test the waters with a couple of different formats, see what clicks, see what I like.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
I'm trying to just make content that I would enjoy and see how it goes. If it pops off, awesome. If nothing else, then it'll be a fun project for me. And I just also want it to be sort of a space where I'm a little bit more accessible. Obviously, the short form stuff on Instagram, you only get a sneak peek.
Yeah.
And so I'm just want to have people, ask me different questions. I'll hop on, do different videos, and just get to see a different side of me.
No, I love that. I love that you're doing that. I love those pros that reach out and just say yo, this is my story. Let's see what we can do with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, man. So everyone, again, I'm gonna leave all of Mike's links down below. Show him some love. Let him know what's good. And then, yeah, if you guys made it this far in the video, thank y'all so much. Remember, hit that thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. Hit that subscribe, posting videos every week, and you don't want to miss it. Remember, with a little bit of luck, a little bit of talent, y'all can do it too. Catch you on the next one.